This is Calum French and you're watching Sporting Icons.
Calum, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, mate. Thanks for having us on. Don't think we've done an interview together before, so it's a pleasure.
I was thinking that on the way down here, with the amount of North East fighters I've interviewed, you're one of the very few that I haven't, so save the best till last, right?
Aye, definitely. I'm a man that doesn't want to be found, but when you get us, I'm full of beans for you.
So we're here at the world famous Birtley Gym, arguably the best gym in the country, isn't it?
Definitely is the best gym in the country. Obviously, through the amateurs and that, the record would speak for itself. We had 8 on GB at one point, and every other club only had like 1 or 2 on. So I think through the amateurs, the records speak for themselves, and hopefully going to take them records on into the pros as well.
Now, I've been down there a couple of times before, and it always surprises me, including yourself, how many southpaws there actually are here.
We're not short of the southpaws. It's plenty of sparring, loads of different styles. I think that's why we've been so successful over the years, because we've had so many different styles to adapt to in the gym, and then when it comes to the styles on fight night, we've got good experience of that.
That's the thing. That's what I was speaking to Cyrus and Mark about last time. That whatever opponents you lot get offered, it's not like you can really say no because you can't get the sparring. You've got it in this gym all the time.
That's it. That's I think that's the mindset you've got to have as well. You've got to be willing to take any fight on at this stage in your career, especially. Got to take on all challenges. So, like you say, especially with this many styles in the gym, we've got no excuse not to fight anyone.
Now, as far as Matchroom's concerned, there's yourself, there's Cyrus, and there's Mark Dickinson as well. Looks like Dan Toward could be as well, who I'm hearing is going to be a real super talent as well, Dan Toward.
High quality fighter.
Another southpaw.
Aye, Le Cruz. He's the slipperiest kid you'll ever spar with. He's very hard to hit and very classy southpaw, and I think he'll do well because he's a dedicated kid as well.
Now, you're going to be fighting Jordan Ellison. For those who haven't watched him fight, I've been to quite a few of his fights. I've recorded them live in that forum as well. He's so much better than what his record would suggest, and he has taken a few prospects O's. He has Terry Wilkinson, Ant Thornsby, and Chinindima, was it last time? Like that as well. So he's going to be a good test for you.
Aye, definitely. We'll go way back to the amateurs. Me and Jordan were boxing the amateurs years ago, and I'm not taking him lightly at all. Like you say, his record suggests that he's a bit of a journeyman, but he does come and let his hands go. So I'm expecting a good fight, and the best him to come on Saturday night. And like I say, I think that I'll play into my hands a little bit. I'll be able to hold them up for the counters and get that job done on Saturday night.
Is he still the area champion?
I'm not sure, I couldn't tell you, mate.
Now, you're going to be on the card for Cyrus. He's going to be topping the bill, which you've got to be chuffed for him for that.
Our buzzing. I've obviously been with Cyrus. I used to get the bus in with him to Birtley when he first started, and then we're broke onto the GBC together. We used to drive down Sheffield together. So I've seen all the hard work he's put in behind the scenes, and it's coming into it's manifested well for him to box for these titles on the big shows.
I was thinking about this before with yourself, Cyrus and Mark. There's no reason why Eddie Hearn couldn't be putting on more shows up here and basically alternating you guys with the headliners and things like that in a year or two's time.
I'd say definitely. Obviously, I think the northeast scene's about to take off again. Hopefully, where the new batch of fighters coming through to do that. It was a shame. I was gutted for Lewis and Tommy and that on the weekend. Gutted to see the show as well. The show wasn't very full, so it'd be nice to show everyone that boxing's still booming in the northeast on Saturday night, and put on a good show and show Eddie that we are the next crop of talent coming through.
I think because Lewis, he put out on his social media on the Sunday or the Monday after, saying that he's going to be stepping back from the pressures of having to put on the headliners and that now. So that means that there's room for a lot of you to boost up now.
That's it, definitely. That's what we're looking to do. We're not looking to hang about. We've done a solid apprenticeship on the GB team, been boxing all over the world, been boxing top opposition. So we'll be looking to push on in the pros now and get them big fights at the arena.
Now, it doesn't just stop with, as far as Birtley's concerned, with you three here. Obviously, you've got a couple of former Birtley lads. Pat McCormack's going to be on the card, and Rob Ismay for English title.
Aye, like I say, two former Birtley boys as well. Travelled the country with Pat as juniors, and then travelled the world with him as seniors. So it's good to see Pat boxing up here. Going to be on the same card as well. And obviously Rob, when I was 9 years old, walked into the gym when I was just a little nipper, he was there, so he's been there from the start of my journey as well. So it's going to be a bit of a Birtley home show on Saturday, so it's going to be an enjoyable experience.
Now, Rob, he's a quality lad. I said he's representing for the North East. I dubbed him the godfather of the North East. He's going to be taking on Solomon Dakers, which you'll probably know from your Team GB days. How do you see that fight going? It's
a tough fight for Rob. Sol's had good experience boxing. I've boxed all over the world with Sol, in WSBs in Kazakhstan, so he's boxed at a quite high level. So it's going to be a tough ask for Rob. Not a massive puncher, Sol, so that could play into Rob's hands. Obviously, with him being a small heavyweight. So hopefully, I'll be rooting for Rob. Obviously, I'm rooting for the home boy, even though I know Sol. I'll be rooting for Rob on the Saturday night, and I hope he gets the job done.
And how are you doing for tickets with a week left?
I think I've done about 300 or something, 350 or something so far, so not too bad. I think about 6,000 or something went on sale altogether, and I think it's nearly just about sold out. So it's good crack. Like I say, if we can show Eddie that we can keep the North East boxing booming, and that way the new talents coming through, they're going to keep coming back to the North East.
Obviously, it's not just like a Matchroom putting on shows, but Boxers have been putting on shows. You got Rating Arena on April the 7th with Dennis Hobson. Steve Robinson is going to be fighting for an international title on that as well. So North East boxing is certainly starting to boom.
Definitely, like you say, on all the promotional platforms, Boxer, Dennis Hobson, Matchroom, it's all starting to take off again. So I think it's been a long time coming. Obviously, Ritson lit up the Newcastle back when he was with Matchroom, so it's our turn to bring them big nights back.
You're black and white or red and white?
Black and white.
So is that St James's part of the dream?
Aye, 100%. My mum's a member there, so I'm at the match quite often. Not every match night, but I'm at beating a few this season and that. So be a dream of mine to box at St James's in the future.
I'm sure it'll happen very, very soon. All right, Calum, I appreciate your time, and best of luck on Saturday, and of course I'll see you there.
Thanks very much, mate. Nice one.